Alright guys, so I decided to go ahead and try out the WoT Plus subscription that you can now do with World of Tanks. And with that comes the TS-54 Tier 8 Premium Heavy Tank. I think it's a premium, but Tier 8 Heavy Tank. And you get the double barrel gun. I actually like this tank. I'm not really a heavy player, but I made it work pretty well. And just wanted to talk to you guys quickly about this tank and also about WoT Plus. So with the WoT Plus, I actually find it to be worth it in my eyes because you actually get gold when you complete games, and if you're playing the game enough, I feel like the gold you earn is probably going to pay off, right? It's probably going to be worth close to what you pay per month for the subscription. And then on top of that, of course, you get the free demounting, you get the free tank, you get an extra map to ban. But I actually, I have to admit, I'm not that upset with Wargaming's decision to do that type of subscription plan because I think the price is right, and I think the things that you're getting for it, especially the gold reserve that you now earn like 3 pieces of gold whenever you lose or 7 whenever you win. Like, I feel like you're going to end up getting a few hundred gold a week, and it's going to end up being just as much as what you're paying for the subscription anyway. And this way you can just set it and forget it type thing. I'm going to try it for a month. If I feel like it's not worth it, I will, you know, I can always change my mind and all, right? But for now, I get a nice shot into the Karn here, like through my 2 teammates. But for now, I actually think it's somewhat worth it. I think it just really depends on how much you're going to play, right? And I feel like a lot of it has to do with that gold reserve. There are, quite a few of other, benefits that you get from it, but I do really like the earning gold every match. And I'm not mad. I'm really not mad. Like I thought that Wargaming was going to make it some OP subscription plan that made you 10 times better at the game and all. I don't see it being that way. Maybe some others would disagree, but I really don't see it being that way, and it's still very different from premium because you don't really earn extra credits necessarily or anything like that, as far as I'm aware, right? Whereas with the premium account, you do have some of those other benefits that aren't there with the WoT Plus. So anyway, I'm on Pilsen with the DS-54, and I'll kind of just go to my camera view now. Actually, it looks like it was already on it, and I like this tank. You can, it's nice because you have the double barrel gun, but you can also shoot one at a time, so you don't have to do the salvo thing. But I do like the double barrel feature because I feel like if you come around a corner and you see someone without a lot of armor like that or angled the right way, you can get shots into them very easily, those double shots, right? So this tank works pretty well, man. I like it. The armor seems to be effective. Now keep in mind this is a tier 8 game, but the armor does seem to be pretty effective. The accuracy is pretty good on the vehicle. There's really, the mobility is decent. There's nothing really wrong with the tank. And you can see I'm kind of using this pole to keep myself safe from the Lorraine for the time being. And I didn't even change the loadout on the ammo. I was kind of just hoping that I would get a tier 8 game. I didn't change this. I'm like, well, this is 218 and this is only like 250 something. If I aim really well, I should be okay. So I just kept the standards, and I might not even ever play this tank again. I kind of just wanted to see what it was like, and I think you're supposed to get different tanks each month. Is that right? Or is it just whatever tank they have available for WoT Plus? And I think this is, we're now going into July, so maybe it's a different tank. But if that's not the case, I still wanted to, give this tank a shot. And you can see there how we're kind of angling perfectly to try and bounce the Lorraine there. So he kind of went for the front plate, then he had to go for the side plate. And I'm just trying to put myself at an angle where it's the most difficult for him to get shots there. And the armor seems to work fine. Like, look how many shots we bounced from that guy. So moving on, guys, we're going to clean up the Kari. I mean, this game wasn't anything impressive. I do go up against this Kari here and have to go lower plate, but he kind of has the advantage here. We only pen 1 there. He hits me for 587, and yeah, you can't really mess with these guys, man. They have a lot of penetration and stuff, but I'm going to put 1 more into him here, and he cleans me up, and that's pretty much the game for me. And someone else cleans him up, and then it's just a matter of getting the CS-52 list, which eventually these guys will get him. And that's all. Nothing more to really say about this game, guys. I do enjoy this tank, and again, I just wanted to give you my thoughts on the WoT Plus. You know, we can take a look at it right now, actually. Let me just pull up a tab. We'll do like WoT Plus Wargaming. Sure, it'll come up. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go to the US. That's probably the best, right? As long as it gives me the right page. All right, it's not giving me the right page. So we'll just stay on here, stay on this website. And so you get the gold reserve, right? I like this. It can accumulate up to 500 gold and opens weekly. So as I understand that, that means if you've really tried, you can get almost 2,000 gold a month and you're paying monthly. I think that's worth it, personally, because I believe that's more like 2,000 gold, I'm pretty sure is actually worth more than 10 bucks. And though you're paying a little bit of the tax, right, you end up paying like $10 and some change, but I find it to be worth it. And then you also have this intensive crew regimen, which I forgot about as well. So you could put this on any crew. And if you're looking to, let's say, for a couple of weeks, you're looking to get like 100% crew on a particular vehicle, or one skill crew, you can just throw this on a crew for like a few weeks, and that will help you get up to that one skill, right? So I think like it's just, yeah, man, I really do. Like you get one excluded map, the free demounting, and you get a, so I guess it's only the TS-54 for now, but maybe they'll bring another one to the game. But for now, it's TS-54. I find the tank to be great, but I really think that all of these things combined, plus the one more excluded map as a light tank player, I'm not always running premium, so this is great for me. This way I can, have Himmelsdorf and Ensk banned, and then when I do get premium, maybe through the battle pass, then I can go ban like Paris or something, right? So I'm not saying go get WoT Plus, guys. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm not trying to throw these things at you like maybe some other community contributors do. But for me, like depending on how much you play the game, I really think the gold reserve is the biggest thing. And if you're going to be playing the game a lot, like even if you're just like someone who's retired and doesn't work as much, if you're playing the game a lot, man, you might as well just get this, because this way, you can kind of set it and forget it, and you're going to get the same amount of gold anyway that you would have to buy if you were going to buy like a 100% crew, right? You'd already have the gold from it just for $10 for playing the game, right? Like, so up to you guys. I think for me, like I can afford $10 a month. It really doesn't impact me at all. And then with the premium, I'll just try and get that through like Battle Pass. But that's the way this game is, man. Like a lot of people want to play this game 100% free. I gotta be honest with you guys. If you want to be competitive at all, you're probably gonna have to drop at least like $5 a month or every few weeks on just getting like a good crew or something like that. Because that's just the way this game works. Like for instance, I think it's $13 a month for Final Fantasy XIV right now. These games that do have this subscription type of service, usually you end up having to pay it. I like World of Tanks because it can be played free, but if you want to be competitive, it's tough, man. It's very tough to play this game 100% free. It really is. Like I have to be honest with you guys, but I mean, you could spend just a few bucks, like a month or something like that, and probably still be fairly competitive. You just have to really manage your gold well. But anyway, guys, this is how I feel about WoT Plus. This is kind of how I feel about the game in general. It's tough to play for free. And here's some gameplay of the TS-54, and I hope you enjoyed. There's nothing more I have in this video for you. We'll take a look at the emplates real fast, just so you can see that. It was a second-class game. 2680 damage we got. We blocked 1400. 290 assist. And we were fairly up top here. Looks like third. And of course the BZ-176s are extremely OP. And again, I don't think the TS-54 is that OP, man. I don't. I think it's a good tank. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's phenomenal. I think it's just kind of good, But I'm not a heavy player, so maybe you guys have different opinions. And I got this mission, so that's why I don't ever play heavies. Maybe this is just a mission you get for playing the TS-54. But yeah, I had it set up by the way with vents, V-stab, and the this like aim assist thing, and then the vent purge and rations, and yeah, like look at the accuracy, man. The aiming time, the accuracy, the DPM is decent. The turret armor is really, really good, but the hull, I guess, can become quite weak. So you just kind of have to try and stay hull down, angle the hull as much as you can, and you're good to go. But that's all, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them below, and I will see you for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye now.